Hello and welcome to the Life is Storytelling podcast. I'm your host, Chris Pierce, joined by Bingo Boy himself, Ernest Gonzalez.
That's
And,
my name-o.
and
I
we
named
are
myself
here
that just so I could say that line.
just so you can say my name, okay? And
Yeah.
because of that, we'll also call you Ernesto. Um, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Uh,
Ernesto Bingo is his name-o.
But today is January 29th of 2026. We are here with a Gamescast, and what we're doing today, something we haven't done before, we are making our 2026 gaming bingo card. We are going to be filling these out with essentially just calling some shots, like maybe obviously it will be fully game related, whether that be in game specifically games, announcements related to games, people we know in the gaming industry,
Mhm.
or gaming adaptations, stuff like that. We'll be making all of those here, and we're going to be very clear about this. But there's huge stakes on the line today. So the winner the loser has to buy the winner a large pizza, and the
Mhm.
consolation is it cannot be from Little Caesars. So
Right, right. And I'm already thinking like Domino's with like the good crust, with the good
yeah.
crust
Amen.
and
Amen.
like probably like one of those like specialty like a Philly cheesesteak style type situation.
Truly
That's probably
stakes
what I'm
on the
gonna go
line
with.
there. Yeah.
Because steaks on the line, high stakes,
High
baby.
stakes, baby.
Oh man, I can't stand you.
Then just tap out now, buddy, because I got you. I got you, man. We're gonna see how this goes. I went a little ridiculous with my stuff, but we're gonna see how it goes, man. We're gonna be ping ponging back and forth, one for one, and filling
Right.
out our space. And we got to figure out, like, obviously we have our
Be-
free space in the middle, but we'll see how this goes. What you guys got?
because like it's my understanding some of mine might be some long shots. Because
Right.
what's a bingo card like if
I
you're not
told him to
taking a
add
couple of
spice. There
chances?
has to be some spice here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like because of that, some of these, I mean, some of them I feel like it's a gimme, you
Hmm.
know, and I'll shout those out. But some of them it's pushing the envelope just
Right.
a bit. So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see. I did give you a chance. I just wanted you to know.
Okay. I feel like I gave you a chance, and we're gonna see how it goes.
All right. All right. So we sound
um.
about even here. We'll
Yeah.
judge
Sure.
again at the end. Yeah.
Sure. I would have come out of the gate with a big one. But before we even get into that, just to let y'all know what we have going on, we're a couple of nerds that just love talking about games. Obviously, other nerdy things. Ernest has some book reviews up. Sometimes I talk about comics. Literally just yesterday, it was book 11. Is it book
Book
11?
11.
Book
Yeah.
11.
Book 11 of He Who Fights with
There
Monsters.
you go.
And I love that series so much. Go
Or
watch me
does
talk
he go
about
watch the
it, baby.
video? He might not. Tantalizing. Um,
You never
and then, of
know.
course, we have a video up today of the most recent casting announcements. It is kind of casting announcements for the live action God of War. For sure, going to be Norse. We're going that route with it. Ernest,
Yeah.
I'm curious because the reason I want to bring that up real quick here. How do we have this whole cast, right? We have a lot of cast here. We don't got no Atreus.
Man, because I feel like that's one of the hardest things to cast.
Nah, I know
Not
exactly who
that
they should
there's
cast, man.
the kid from Percy Jackson.
No,
Who?
he's too old now. If we're starting from the beginning of God of War,
Right. Yeah, he is a younger teen. I mean, he is a younger teen, I
we
would
get
say.
we get we
Right.
get we get old Egg. You know what I mean?
Egg is
Egg,
amazing.
baby, come
Yeah.
on now.
Egg is dope.
Egg
Yeah.
is great.
Watch Night of the Seven
Watch Night of the
Kingdoms
Seven
if you
Kingdoms.
haven't.
It's so
It's
good,
amazing.
and
We're
he's
gonna
Cratchit.
definitely talk about that,
Mm,
right? Like, okay, all right.
mm,
Just making
mm.
sure. Because we did House of the Dragon.
We did.
We can keep going with
We're gonna
it.
keep going with it.
But man, this show, I'm gonna let you know right now, I love it so much.
It's
Like
great. It's
big
great.
fan of Game of Thrones, just period.
Yeah.
I the ending, not like y'all. And probably most people don't. But yeah, this is just such a breath of fresh air in this
Yeah.
universe. Like, man, it feels good to watch it. So I'm looking forward to it constantly.
Oh
And
yeah.
not because I'm like, I gotta see who dies, but just because like
We're gonna
it
see how
brings
this guy
me
perseveres, man.
it brings me happiness,
Yeah.
bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
happy watching this show. Yeah.
And
It's
now
like
that I've said it
that's
out
how it
loud,
feels.
maybe it shouldn't be Egg. Because are we starting from the beginning of Ragnarok? I mean, no. Are we doing Ragnarok? Because
Because remind me of if like is
Thor
Sif
is not in the
right.
first God of War.
And
Norse.
same for Sif, right?
I don't believe so.
Right.
I mean,
Because Sif
Odin's not.
right, Right,
Oh, we
right.
don't
So
even
are we
have
just
the
going?
so we don't even have the villain for the first God of War 2018 announced
Wait,
yet.
we don't have Balder. Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
don't have him. We don't have Thor's sons. I don't
Two
know.
seasons. It just makes sense to like, you know, it makes sense to start at the beginning. Like, do one
Yeah.
season is one game,
But
and the
we're
next
not,
season is the next
apparently. I
game.
didn't even think about that because I first thought it was like, yeah, dude, okay, we're just doing Norse, and it's not even, it's beyond that. Because if we're gonna have Odin, we're gonna, granted, maybe they're gonna mesh them together, you know? Maybe we're gonna get the older Atreus or something like that, or it's gonna be like a bit of a saga where we have some of the characters we see towards the end, like you're talking about Sif. She really is towards the end of that game,
Right.
showing up earlier on. But we'll see. I mean, but in terms of cast, they got some
We don't have
bangers.
a Freya yet. You know,
True, true, true,
she was
true.
also
I mean, we
huge
just
and
got
in
her
both
dad.
seasons.
We just
Yeah,
got her
yeah, yeah.
dad. Yeah. Oh no, no, sorry, I'm thinking of the
Her
wrong
dad.
person. Yeah, no, we do
Oh
not have a
yeah,
Freya
yeah.
yet.
You're thinking of the girl with the trays,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Thor's
Mullet.
daughter. Yeah,
Yep. But yeah, we'll see where all that goes, and of
Becky
course, we'll keep you
Lynch.
all updated on what all that looks like. But gonna say it every time because I'm not tired of saying it. Just gone animated, you know. But it's all
Ah,
right. It's all right.
yeah.
Oh, but again, in terms of cast, dude, they're knocking it out of the park.
They
They
all
really are.
very much look like they're characters from the show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I know it's a problem with like a lot of people, like, oh, this actor or actress doesn't look like their character, and so I have a problem with it or whatever. Like, it's
Mm,
a very common thing.
mm.
Nobody can complain here, I
Not
feel,
here.
because
No.
everybody's like
The
spot
only
on.
thing the only thing here is we do got to see what our boy's gonna look like as Kratos.
Yeah, yeah, which was going to be tough no matter who you put in there.
For sure.
It
No, for
definitely,
sure. I'm just
like,
but I'm just
the
like
makeup
we're gonna have to see. Yeah.
the makeup team is so important on this show. You
For
know,
sure. For
like,
sure.
yeah, yeah, they're
But
gonna
of
have to
course, wishing them the
costumes and stuff are
best.
gonna have to go hard.
We
Yeah,
always say we're rooting for the games. We're rooting for these adaptations too, if they're in good faith. And I, from everything we're seeing, it looks
especially for
like it's
games
good.
that we love.
Right, for
Yeah.
sure. And we're big God of War fans. And we may be bringing that up again here in a little bit. So,
Oh,
but
what?
next week we will be back reviewing a game you may not have heard of. Maybe you have. High Guard. We wanted to give us some time to play it a good bit, whether it just be me and Ernest. I've done some solo. Maybe you can do some solo as well. And then, of course, with Justin and whatnot, just see how that all goes and just give it time to breathe, so we don't have just
Mhm.
necessarily the honeymoon phase. But I mean, we're wanting to play it, so
We're
there's
just
your
trying to do
taste
the
for that.
opposite of judging it off of its trailer.
True,
So
true, true, true.
that's all.
But to be fair, I will say, and no, there's too much hate for it. I'm not defending that, but I'm just saying, in
Hmm.
2026, it is very hard to wow with the first-person shooter trailer. Because there's an
Right.
element of that, and we've
Yeah.
talked about it before. There's an element of that that you're just not going to be able to see until you're on the sticks, man. But especially for a game that is announced to be free at launch, like just it's the easiest thing just to wait till that comes out. But
Yeah.
we'll get more into that next week. And then the following week after that, we'll be reviewing our first game adaptation of the year, Fallout Season 2. And I'm very much looking forward to that conversation. But we are going to be rolling with the content here. But starting today, Ernest, it's bingo time. It's
It's
bingo
bingo
bongo.
time, baby.
Let's do it. Ernest, give
That's
me
a bingo.
and we're gonna talk our way through this because some of these I'm like, how specific do you want me to be? I can be very specific with some of these, or if you're cool with being a little vague, we're gonna work this out together. This is our first time, and if we do good with this, we have fun with this, we can make this a yearly thing because it's a fun way to look at the future of the year and see how things are gonna go.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Ernest, I'm passing it to you first, man. What is the first thing? What is the first shot you're
All
calling,
right.
and where are you putting it on your board?
Now, first, I want to do start with a disclaimer
Mm.
here. These are not necessarily things that I think are going to happen. They're things that I think can happen.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
is that fair? Okay, so my first one that I'm filling out, and my strat going into this, right,
Mm.
is that I'm putting like easy ones across from each other,
Okay.
so that I stand a better chance of at least getting that one,
Utilizing that
because
free space.
the goal here to fill out the whole card,
I
or
thought it was
is
supposed to
it
get
who
three.
has, let's do, it should be three.
I do
Some of
apologize
mine
if
are
you hear my
later
cat
in the
sneezing,
year.
but God.
Oh, bless you, Stylo. um
He's an old man.
but maybe we should do like who has the most lines completed at the end of the year.
Okay,
How about
we can
that?
do that. We can
Yeah.
do that.
That way, the ones that are going to be, because I have some like Game Awards stuff in here,
Yeah.
the ones that are later on in the year can still like count as much as the other ones, you know?
Okay. Well,
So,
then how about this? Let's raise the stakes. So one line, one row, a row of three is the pizza we're talking about. Anything additional to that is how many appetizers you get with it.
oh, okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. And because who knows if we, either one of
It
us,
might not
even gets
happen.
one
No,
line.
it's like you may
Yeah.
not
We
get
might
more.
not even get one line.
Right, right, right.
Um,
Whose line is it anyway?
so I'm filling out my first one here.
What is it?
It is, I think that GTA 6 can get a 10 on IGN.
Okay.
I think it will have a rating of a 10 on IGN.
So I do want to specify
Um,
something because I want to be very
what's
clear
up?
about this. This is our 2026 bingo. You are also down. That means you're saying it's coming out this year.
I do think it's coming out
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Only
want to be clear
because
because I had to
I
think about it.
don't
That was
I
on my
don't
mind.
know. I want to say like they can't afford to push it again, but like
They
no
can
matter
afford
what,
anything.
when this game comes out, people are
It
going to
does
play
not
it.
matter.
I am going to play
Right.
it.
We'll be
You know,
there.
you're not even a big GTA fan, and
No,
like
I've never
you're going
completed a
to
single
play.
one, but I'll be there.
And we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there for it. To miss this cultural thing
It'd
is
be a
too much
dumb
to miss
idea
out.
for a gaming podcast. It's like,
But still, man, like I'm so tired of the memes, and like people have to, like people over there at Rockstar have to be tired of the memes
for sure.
that like, oh, did we got this before GTA 6 and all this
Mhm.
stuff. Like my sister says it. Like it's crazy. Like I heard my auntie the other day. No, I'm just kidding. But I but yeah, I do think it's going to come out, and when it does come out, I think that it will be end up being very well received because all this time in development, it has got to be for something they've put out like really legitimate work in the
For sure.
past. Even if you didn't
For sure.
complete those games,
I
those
know.
stories are like
Yep.
very well told. The missions are well laid out. The gameplay is always a good time.
Hell yeah.
I really think it might get a 10. And I'm saying on IGN specifically, just
Yeah.
because you never know. You never know. Um, and people always say like those scores are nothing. They're like, oh, IGN said it's good, so you know it's bad or
They're just the
whatever. There's
biggest.
that whole
They're the biggest
community.
fish in the pond, so that's why people want to dive in.
Right, right, right. It's easy to hate on McDonald's or whatever, and
Right.
IGN is the that of
They're the
gaming, right?
golden
Like
arches.
gaming news.
Yeah, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right, yeah. So like, so yeah, yeah. I'm saying GTA gets a 10 on IGN for my first square.
Okay, fair enough. So I filled out mine. This is the very first thing I put down. This is the first thing that I thought of when I thought of this idea. So we know that the Steam machine is coming out this year. We do not know prices. There's rumors and stuff like that. We have no idea what a launch lineup looks like for that thing. So here is my shot. Ernest, my man, Half-Life 3 will be announced this year.
What the hell? That's a moonshot, baby. That's a moonshot.
And when I make that 3, you're gonna look like an idiot. Anyway, I'm
No, but I hope you're right though. I
for
hope
sure.
you're
That's
right
gonna be the hope for
because
all of
one of the
these. We want it to
biggest
happen.
cliffhangers ever.
Right.
You know,
Right, right, right.
like
But yeah,
yeah, it would be amazing.
so here's my theory with it because a lot of people thought it was going to be announced when they announced the Steam machine, and I'm glad we didn't do the bingo card back then because I probably would have made the same bet. Um, but this isn't the first time the Steam machines existed. They've kind of tried to do the console thing before, but this time they're fully going in on it with the new iteration of the Steam machine and it if they want gamers to come into this, of course they do. They want, but they do want more than just who they already have. They want us,
Mhm.
Ernest. They want us.
Yeah,
And the biggest thing you can do with your new machine is bring out the thing that people have wanted the most from you with your probably biggest exclusive. I can't think of something else that's
right.
bigger than that for Steam. And Half-Life Alex was VR, but people ate that shit up. Um, and now, so here's my thing: if Half-Life 3 is to happen, if it is to be a thing, this is the year to announce it. I'm not saying it's coming out this year. I'm saying it will be announced this year.
That's fair.
So we'll
That's
see.
fair. Because like even that I'm saying is a moonshot.
Oh, for
So
sure.
to say
And
that it
I'm
would come
aware.
out this
I'm
year,
well
I
aware.
wouldn't
Yeah.
make you do that.
That's
Yeah,
fair. Thank you. And that's part of the conversation. I wanted to check in on
yeah.
that and see how you want to do with that. Because one of these, I do have literally like I have a month for a release date for something else, but we will get into that here in a minute. But
Oh,
Ernest, it's time for square number two. What do you got?
all right. So square number two for me is that Forza Horizon 6 wins best sound
Oh
at
shit!
the Game Awards.
That's so good. That's so
Yeah,
good. You son of a
yeah.
bitch.
What can I
Oh
say? And you
man.
see, it's across from the
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto one, man.
Mhm.
Because I really do believe that's going to end up happening. So this is going to be like my gimme line.
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, but Forza Horizon wins best sound just every year that they put one out.
Right.
Like they, yeah, that and like Gran Turismo does car games. It makes sense how they have amazing sound because they just go in a car
Yeah.
and put a microphone on it or whatever, like it makes sense. But we heard some of it in that deep dive that we got with the Xbox developer showcase,
Uh-huh.
and hearing those tires going over like the different types of pavement and things like this, like it's all so very real.
They brought out
And
their sound engineer. Like they brought
right,
him out. Yeah.
yeah, and the star of the show, and
Yeah.
he was like, he came out with a top hat and stuff. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
That didn't happen. That didn't actually happen. Don't go look for that. But 100%, I think this is going to happen.
Mhm.
Not that I don't think other games are going to have amazing sound and stuff like that. The lineup for this year is crazy
But we
for
don't
the
know in
different
terms of
games that we're
sound,
going to
to be
get.
quite fair. So
Right.
we'll
But
see.
one thing that we do know is that Forza Horizon
For sure.
6 is going to be better done than all of them.
Yeah, it
So,
looks like it. It looks
yeah.
like it for sure.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that Philly cheesesteak, I
Okay.
think it's going to be pretty
Okay,
good.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
I think that's a good bet. I think that's a good bet. So my one here, my next square, Resident Evil 9 will score at least a 9 at
A
IGN.
9. Okay.
And we're
No,
gonna
that's
know that
fair.
next month.
Yeah.
So we'll figure
Yeah.
that out next month.
Yeah.
I think from because they just everyone just got their run of previews. Everyone got to play the first 3 hours. Well, I don't know if it's the first. They got to play 3 hours of the game. Essentially, they got to play through the parts they showed in the most recent Resident Evil showcase. And everyone I listened to, whether it be like GameSpot, Game Informer, IGN, the kind of funny guys, I haven't heard a single negative thing. And a lot of people, even like the people that have played like other Resident Evils, because obviously it's not always the people that are familiar with the franchise. Everyone's betting on this to be the biggest one. Now, because I honestly almost went with like it will be nominated for Game of the Year, and I was like, no, no, we're not going to go that far with it. Granted, RE8 did,
Yeah.
it did get up there,
Right.
so we'll see.
But like
But
you
no,
remember Hogwarts like early on in the
right,
year and stuff like
right,
that.
right,
Like
right, right, right.
sometimes great stuff just comes out of nowhere
It's true.
too. You know
It's
what I
true.
mean?
It's
Like
true.
who knew Blueprints was going to be what it was and stuff like
Right.
that,
And like
So
literally, because one of the things I had to change, well, I didn't have to change it, but I changed it because I was wrong about it having any type of release date. I did have something for a review for Tides of Annihilation, but it actually, because I thought it was slated for 2026, it has no release date whatsoever. So I was like, we're going to back off on that. We're going to back off on that right now. But yeah, Resident Evil 9 getting at least a 9 at IGN. Ernest, what is your next one, bud?
my next one, I made a typo.
Okay. Oh, like you
But I
wrote the
fixed
typo
it.
down? Okay.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it, got it.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. That's okay.
That's that's the world that we live in when we have to cross something out that we actually wrote down, is we still call it a typo. But this one, there should be a new Pokemon coming out this year.
You son of a
Um,
bitch. Fair enough.
what?
Fair enough. No, it's a
Oh,
good one.
that's not the whole thing. That's
Oh,
not the whole
okay.
thing.
I was just like, fair bet. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we always have like a red version and a blue version, and
Right.
they tried to call it like different shades of those. I believe that the red side of it is going to be specifically called Crimson.
So
What?
it's not always color related.
I think it's going to be called Crimson.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
So okay, okay.
I
So
think
you
they're
think
going
it's
to
gonna
do
be
like
crimson
a
and something else?
crimson
Okay.
and like teal. No, no, I don't know. Teal. I
Oh,
wish they would do a teal.
right. I even.
But yeah, I specifically
Okay.
think that one of them is going to be, and I know, yeah, like your sun and moon stuff like that, right?
Right.
Like
Hmm.
is what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, and this one, that's what I'm saying. Like some of these are kind of long
But the last
shots.
ones were
Some of
Scarlet and
these,
Violet, so that's okay.
right?
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet, and I was thinking along those lines. And because we've been talking about red and blue, like which one did
That's
you
fair.
have when you
That's
were
fair.
a kid and stuff?
Yeah.
What was your answer again?
I had yellow. I
You had
started with yellow.
yellow
I
was your first
eventually
one,
got the others.
right?
Like I still have a copy of
Right.
blue now. But yeah, yellow was the first one my mom got me. That was my first video game
I
ever.
was a blue guy
I
back
see.
on the Game Boy
Rocking the
Color,
blue right here,
baby.
man. Hey man, I get it.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
had but yeah, I'm gonna say specifically, I was like, I bet it's gonna be Crimson this year. I think that it will be. I think that it will be. Will it be good? Is the question.
We'll find out.
Or like not broken or whatever. That's what I'm interested to see. But because that's a different team than the ones that worked on like Arceus and what was the one that you played last year?
Z to A.
Zeta A, right, right, which was, I believe, the same team as Arceus, and they
Yeah,
seem to be doing
it's always the
right. They make
them.
those the other team, Game Freak, and them. They make like
No,
the
Game
other
Freak makes all
Pokemon
of
games.
them.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Okay, it's different teams within Game Freak.
Probably. I don't know their size.
Okay,
I can't assume they're small. But yeah, it's Game Freak. It's always
for
Game
them to
Freak
be
somewhere.
pumping it out like every other year at
Yeah,
least,
for sure.
like
For
I
sure,
feel
for sure.
like, yeah, it's gonna be a
Because
thing.
they've been kind
But
of doing
yeah,
the Resident Evil thing where one year it's a remake, one year it's not, stuff like that. But hey man, I
and
respect it.
in are you getting a Pokemon game no matter what?
Probably. It'd have to look really
Yeah.
shitty for me not to do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But this is
Understood.
the year.
Understood.
So this is gonna be, I believe it's the 30th anniversary. A lot of rumors, and the rumors come from nothing. It could just be people hyping up nothing. But we're gonna find out. There's gonna be the
It's
Pokemon
people on
Presents in
Twitter.
February, right? The Pokemon Presents is in February. 30th anniversary. Everyone's pretty confident Gen 10's getting announced this year. And yeah, we're gonna see, man. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. But you know what else? There's a lot of hope on my list, and this is something I've gotten to talk about a lot. So we celebrated the 20th anniversary of a little side project from a franchise that is very near and dear to your heart. Um, Final Fantasy VII, Dirge of Cerberus celebrated its 20th anniversary a few days ago. They have an
Mhm.
event going in that I forgot what the event the mobile game's called.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The
I know what
skins.
you mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I do believe this year we're getting the announcement of the Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus remake or port. I am fine with just putting remake if you don't want me to put both of those. Because to be quite
um,
honest, if they put port out, it's gonna be so bad. Honestly, now that I've said that, I'm just leaving remake.
it
I think they're
shouldn't
gonna
be.
announce
It
remake.
should. You think it would be a remake for it?
It
Like,
has to be
and
because I tried to
think?
play it last year.
Do you think that remake would be like completely
It has to be.
redone in the style of? I understand like rebuilding it, but telling the same story, keeping the same lines and stuff like that. Maybe
So
redoing
I
some of the
assume
lines.
so. Because
But like you, or
so
do you think they like Final Fantasy remake it where like they're telling the story a little bit differently and adding things to it and stuff like that?
I'm going more on the lines of how we got Crisis Core because they didn't change that at all. Um, but they did remake it. Obviously, there's still like a foundation of that game that you can still feel like, oh, this was on the PSP.
Right.
But at the same
It's like an
time,
upgrade for a current gen more than
right.
anything, right?
The
Even
thing
though they
that
did rebuild it.
right. The only thing about Dirge of Cerberus, especially now that I have touched it as recently as last year, um, those controls are awful. So they need to fix that. But Dirge of Cerberus remake again. Um, we just had the 20th anniversary. We do know that we had a DLC introduce characters from that game into the mainline story that we did not see in Rebirth. So I do think we get in this. I do think we get in this, and this is me calling my shot that it will be announced this year, the year of 2026. But Ernest, what's your next one, bud?
All right. So my next one is going to be that Rahul, is it Kali? Is that
Yeah,
how you say it?
from
Um,
yeah, from Saros.
yeah, that he is going to
Holy
win
shit!
best performance
Holy shit! Okay.
for Soros. Yeah, that's
Wow,
where I'm
that's a
gonna.
shot. Okay.
It's where I'm going to put my money here at the beginning of the year.
Right. Holy
Maybe
crap.
something comes along and I'm like, oh,
Holy
okay, I'm not
shit.
gonna
That's a
get that
good one.
square, right?
I respect it.
But I do think he is a phenomenal actor. He's in a lot of Mike Flanagan stuff, and he always does great in that. I still need to watch Midnight Mass. Um, I I really enjoyed him in House of Usher, especially.
Yeah, with the
But
cat.
I know he has done plenty of voice work as well. And I this game just looks like it's going to be crazy. Period. It looks like there's a lot going on with this universe, and that's bound to pull out some emotion from this man.
Mhm.
And I think that when it does, he's going to nail it. I have all the confidence in the world in Rahul. I think he's going to kill shit. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a lot of opportunity to be proven wrong because you put Jennifer English in something and who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say you better hope Tides of Annihilation does not come out this year.
Right, dude. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I really think that he's going to be great in this.
For sure.
So
And I do want to
I'm gonna put
specify
my money on him.
is my reaction is to the shot being called. I do think it's a very dude, he's awesome. He's so cool.
Right.
From what we've
Yeah.
seen of the performance, granted it's very limited. I'm sure he's gonna kill it. And he's going to be someone we're talking about for one of the best performances of the year. I am just like, that's this is literally what I'm wanting from these. Is just like,
And
yeah,
something about that award too is I feel like we're at the stage in the game. Like, sure, at some point we have to look at like the motion capture that's done with it as well. And
yeah,
I know that like he did it for this game. And I remember watching a movie with him and what's his girlfriend's name?
Alana Pierce.
Alana Pierce. Thank you so much. She's also amazing, by the way. Shout out to Alana. And I just have brain farts. But and she was like, dude, like the way he walks, like, oh my God, that's you. That's you right there. That's Rahul, dude. And like I'm so looking forward to all of
Yeah,
it, the whole
absolutely,
performance along
absolutely.
with the voice. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
I think
But
it's gonna be
like
awesome.
I know maybe it's unfair. I'm not sure. Like if we don't just judge the voice because there's games out there that don't have motion capture that still have amazing voice work and stuff like that. But I don't know. I want to count it a little
Well,
bit because I
so
feel
here's the
like it's
thing.
important.
In terms of like when we're watching these awards, because like you're betting on the Game Awards right now, we're
Right.
never gonna know. We're never gonna
Yeah.
know if one matters more than the other. We gotta hope that it's just about what they get from it. Like,
Hmm.
because you have to hear that there's gonna be motion capture for there to really like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But regardless, hell yeah, great stuff there. Great stuff there. So my next one, and I want to know because my thing before I announce the whole thing, it involves Jeff Keighley saying something. And I want to know if you want me to just pitch and hold it to one event or if I can do both. And it is Summer Game Fest or Summer
For
Game
Summer
Fest
Game
Game
Fest,
Awards.
you can just say you saying Jeff Keighley says this one specific thing this year
Uh-huh.
on air. I'm good with that.
So
Wait,
you're good for
wait. Tell me
both?
what it is first.
No, you already said it.
Do I have to choose? Do I have to shoot? Dang
So
it.
Jeff Keighley makes a joke or mention about I just wrote it down as his high guard situation.
Oh,
Um because he gets a lot. Yeah, a lot of people just assumed he bought it, he put it out, stuff like that.
yeah.
The day after the game came out, he shared that one meme we've all seen from our it's not called Rapunzel, Tangled, of the guy surrounded by all the swords. And he's like, me waking up this morning after the release of High Guard. And I was just like, okay, Jeff, calm down, bro. Like, we know you're online a lot, but you got to chill out with that. I think he's going to make a joke or mention of it. In terms of like, what really? Because I mean, it's successful. it's successful. So I'm not going to say like what exact words he's going to use, but I do think he's going to
Yeah.
have a joke out there. I mean,
He's
we
gonna say something about the hate that he's been getting lately,
right,
is what you're saying.
and
Yeah.
he might even smile with it. But also last year we got him making a joke about kind of I think he slept with that pig, you know. But yeah, no, Joe, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay, the summer game. Okay, no, I'll let you choose. Are you still cool with it being both, or you want it to just be Summer Game Fest?
I am cool with both of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
Summer Game Fest. Or
Yeah. Man, he's getting so much hate for that.
he
I
is.
I
He
can't
is.
I can't stand the high guard hate right now.
Yeah,
It's stupid because I'm having such a good time
I get
with
it.
that.
I
But
get it, man. But Ernest, what's the next one
um
you got?
so one game that does not have a release date yet,
Okay.
but I would love to have also a good time with this year is Judas.
Hell yeah.
I I
Oh
think
my
that
god,
we
you have it
get
releasing
Judas
this year.
releasing
Hell yeah.
before the end of the year.
Right. All this
I
is
think
through
we get
2026.
I think we get a date in summer,
Okay.
and I think it releases in the holiday season.
Okay.
Is what I would say specifically, but
But the bet is that it comes
you
out this
know,
year. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
right, right, and
Okay.
you know what? We better at least get a release date. Damn it!
For sure. For sure.
But I'm going to raise the stakes a little bit. The Philly Cheesesteaks.
You're
I'm
going
gonna
in there.
say it's going to actually release this year, but
Okay.
I just really want to get hands on with this game. Like I feel like this is there's a lot of things that use the same kind of formula, but this is like the closest thing that we're going to have to like a BioShock or something
It's the
like
from the
that,
creator of
like a Half
BioShock. So
Life or
yeah.
something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to this game.
Yeah.
The world that has been established, like through that deep dive that we got, how
Oh
the
yeah.
villains are going to work against each other, and there's like choices to make and stuff.
Hmm.
I think it's going to be great. I
Oh
think
hell
that
yeah.
is going to be
And there's
great.
a
I
horse. Yeah,
really
dude, it
want
looks
it to come
awesome.
out this year. A
They just
horse.
they just released more gameplay, another gameplay overview. At least I think it was with Game Informer, and yeah, the more I look at that, whatever year it does come out, huge contender for at least going to be one of my most anticipated games. But yeah, I mean, it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah.
All you got to tell me is this from the maker of Bioshock. You can see it, like you're saying,
Yeah.
but dude, it's coming from the source. Like like
Right.
come
Yeah.
on now, from the horse's mouth, and yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, all right. Now my next one. I was talking about this franchise a little earlier in the episode. I do think this year, not only will it be announced, we will get the release of a new game in the God of War franchise. Not a remake, not a reboot. Oh, well, God, I hope they don't reboot it. But
No, no,
a completely
no.
new title. I'm not saying what kind of game it will be. But I do think we get a new game from the franchise this year. Do you have anything against what I said there?
I don't because I want it, so I don't
Well, we
want to
want all of
disagree with
these.
you.
It's like we want
Um,
all of these. Yeah.
and this is for it to be announced, definitely not released, right?
No, I said release.
Released
Hmm.
this year. So I think announced. I think announced might happen. I think you might be taking it
That's fine.
just a step too far
You
right there.
gotta
But I
take
know
your
I've done the
steps,
same
bro.
thing. You gotta
You
take that step
gotta. You
sometimes,
can't play it
baby.
safe. Then what's the point of
Yeah.
even doing this? It's just like give me
And
my free
also like
stuff.
I just can't wait till later on in the year when I say I didn't have that on my bingo card, you know? Um, it's gonna be great.
That's so good.
It's gonna be
That's so
great. And then
good.
I pull out my actual bingo card and
And
it's
there it
going to
is,
be great.
man. There it
It's
is.
named after me. That's my name. Um,
Stupid. But yeah,
my
dude,
name
I'm thinking we're gonna get this. There was a rumor of a God of War Metroidvania that was supposed to come out last year. I say supposed to come out. It was just a rumor. We don't know what. But it was supposed to be like a smaller God of War project in that universe. So could be that. I'm not necessarily. I will say personally, just because it's not my bet here. I'm just saying that we're getting a new God of War something this year. Um, I don't think it's gonna be like the next mainline thing. I don't think we're gonna get the immediate full AAA quality follow up to Ragnarok this year. Um, but what I do think is a smaller game, and maybe you changed up those mechanics would be a great spot for Atreus. Is what I'm saying there. So we'll see.
right.
And you know what? You know what else? I'm not, dude. This would have been great. I'm not doing it because I've already written it to Sharpie. you get the person who you're casting as Atreus to announce his casting and the game at the Game Awards.
And the game
Whoa!
at
Oh
the
no, not the
Game
Game Awards because
Awards.
it's not
That
coming out this year.
hmm?
Summer Game Fest. There we go.
Okay. That would be awesome.
That'd be
That would
crazy.
be awesome.
That'd
I
be
would
crazy.
love that.
But yeah,
But I'm also just because it really feels the way that the last God of War ended, that that's what we're like heading towards is an Atreus game,
yeah,
a Loki game, whatever you
right.
want to call it,
But
right?
also
And
money. So Kratos isn't going anywhere.
right, right,
This
right,
is
right.
going nowhere.
Yeah,
And
and it
oh, you didn't play Valhalla. So he is like for sure a thing with Freya now. And we got to see where that goes.
I forgot about that. Actually, I forgot that
Valhalla
existed.
rules. I'd recommend it if you ever
Yeah,
want like a 5 hour experience and just some really good story. Because they do bring you into the Olympus stuff, like kind of literally, and it's freaking awesome. It's kind of freaking awesome. And it
oh
also plays really fun.
man.
Kind of plays really fun.
And I love the Olympus
I
stuff
know.
so
I
much.
know.
I
And that's the
love
thing we're
I
talking
love
about
the
for what
Norse
we're getting
stuff.
into.
Like
Yeah.
it's really like
But the
it's
Olympus stuff
the
fuels the Norse
Ragnarok
stuff.
stuff is like the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
yeah, man. And just like that nostalgia.
I get it. I get it.
All
But he
right.
used to be that angry tantrum child, and now he's having to take care of a child of his own, and
Oh,
it's good to
what
see.
it's the like that's the most intense tantrum of all time.
Hey man,
100%.
I love
Yeah.
God of War Shippuden. But yeah, what is your next what is your next one there, Ernest?
All right. So my next one, going with a different scoring system here. 007 First Light gets at least an 83 or 85. 83.
On Metacritic.
That's so
Okay.
specific. An
Gotcha.
85 on Metacritic.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. That's a high bet.
Um
That's a high bet.
it is. It is. I feel like
Of course, rooting for it.
it's not a moonshot necessarily. I think that it's fair.
Hmm.
But like looking at how this game is laid out and what I believe is a story that I'm very into at this point, just from what I've seen from the thing. Like it really sets up like a total adventure here. 007's always been really dope, since like Pierce Brosnan's mine. Who's your James Bond?
Who's my James Bond? I mean, so the one at the time when I first saw my first movie for them was Pierce Brosnan, but I'm always gonna say Daniel Craig because he's the only good one.
Daniel Craig. That's your favorite, yeah. I
I'm just
mean,
kidding.
and
No, he's
Daniel,
great. He's great
he's amazing. He's amazing. Yeah. Shout out to Sean Connery
for
with
sure.
all his
Timothy Dalton. I get it.
and
I get it.
yeah, man, there's good stuff out there. But I've said it before when we first learned about this that I think of Pierce Brosnan, you think of
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig, stuff like this. There's going to be a whole generation that's introduced to James Bond through this venue,
Yeah,
through this video game,
it's gonna be
and
like the Indiana
this
Jones
video
effect
game's
of that
James
other game.
Bond.
Yeah.
Right. And they're definitely going to have a chance to make that a thing again. Like everybody's been talking about who's the next James Bond and stuff like that. Maybe he's a video game character but it's going to take it being well done, well executed in order for that to happen.
Yeah,
And I think that they can pull it off here.
for
So
sure. And from what they've
85
shown, okay.
or better on Metacritic.
Right, that's the whole point of that. At least that's why for Resident Evil
Right.
9, like I put like, at least a 9, which is already really high for
Yeah, yeah.
IGN specifically. But I'm like, dude, if they get a 10, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh
But no,
yeah.
dude,
And
I'm
that's
right
just
there
better
with
for
you
you because you're gonna play it.
for
Like
sure.
you get to
I'm
play
playing
a
it
10 out of 10
regardless.
game. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. I think it looks good. I'm hoping this is gonna do great things because like we joke about it all the time. Like, granted, I'm kind of more on the side that I'm like, I do think Uncharted is going to come back at some point, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You usually give the good old groan. Not that you hate the franchise, it does reach a conclusion. I don't want Nathan back. I do want to point that out. But I mean, we could have Cassie. But regardless of that, there's kind of like this hole in that, like we were getting those Tomb Raiders, we were getting the Uncharted's for a while, and like first of all, it's already like it's just a thing in games that it takes longer to make them now. Um, and that being a thing, along with that, like we kind of need something more in the action genre. Obviously, we're getting the return of Laura Croft this year, which is awesome.
Right.
Could be very cool. We'll see how that goes. This is not obviously it's not Nathan Drake, and it's an established franchise and film, and also games. Obviously, we know, but I think this is going to be a really good spot, and I do hope it does well. The gadgets and everything seemed really cool from that one showcase they did, And I'm rooting for it, man. I'm right there with you. I think it looks good, and I just hope it reaches those numbers because I'd be happy for that. But if it gets an 84, you don't get your shit, and I still get to call it a good game, and that makes me happy. So let's hope for that. Yeah.
I love that franchise. It's very well. I only haven't played four.
You haven't played Uncharted
I,
4?
I should probably
Are
get
you
on that.
kidding
Huh?
me? Oh my god. Oh my
My
god. Get
bad.
out of
I've
here.
seen it. I saw it played, not all the way through,
I
but
don't
like
care. I
pieces. It
accept
looks
that
fucking
from like
amazing.
children.
And and I love your disappointment, Ernest. I
Uncharted 4 is so good. Mhm.
and that's the thing is I know,
Yeah.
right? Like I know, but like there's anime out there that I know are classics and
Right.
they're amazing, and I haven't
Right.
seen them. It's just fitting all these things. But like, yeah, like from my very first experience with Nathan Drake, like I've been a fan,
Right.
and it was by accident. It just came with the PlayStation. It was the first time that I had really seen like that we had got something that had like a game included with it, like a
Yeah.
console with a game.
Mhm.
And so I thought it was just some little throwaway game. And I was like, well, let's put it on and see how it is. Dude, and then it was Uncharted. Like,
Right.
oh my God,
The
it was
first
such a
real
surprise.
multiplayer push for PlayStation. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I need to play 4. But having it come back, because like you said, like we need more action, but their brand of action is so cool.
Right.
Like
Right. Right.
going
The
into
true
the
action
lore
adventure
of
game.
like
You know, like
right.
it's like the true version of that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's
It's so cool. It's so cool.
And we've talked about it with detective games a lot. Definitely pirate games. Where the fuck are you, Ubisoft? But also to be fair, like everyone can do that. Do that. But the other thing here is like spy espionage stuff. Like obviously, Metal Gear was a huge like cornerstone for that in the gaming market. We're not getting more of those, at least not in the way you're gonna want them. So we're gonna just have to leave that until we get Fizzant. But
Yeah, I was gonna say Fizzant though.
yeah,
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 yeah.
and that's not his next game. The next one is Overdose. So
Mhm.
we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, man, I'm rooting for it. I can't wait to see it come out, and of course, we're rooting for the games here. My next one is kind of a downer. It's
Oh,
not a negative thing. It's a downer in terms of like
are
what?
you going first now?
What do you mean?
You just did your Nathan Drake. I mean, you're not Nathan Drake.
Nathan Drake was brought up because of 007.
Oh, I thought that was your square.
Yeah,
Jeez.
no, nothing at all Uncharted was written down, and
I
I
thought you said you were gonna get Uncharted this year, but I just
no,
imagined it
no.
in the
I
middle of
you
this
you were
conversation.
writing. I imagine
Okay.
you were filling out your next square, and you only
I
heard part
I
of what I
was.
said.
I
And I do
was
the
filling
same
out my
thing.
next square,
It's okay.
but
It's
yeah.
okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
jeez,
No, no,
jeez.
no.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I have my next square here. Now that I'm allowed to speak.
Yeah,
So you should do
you
two
may.
things. You should let people talk, and you should play Uncharted 4. But speaking of fours, because this actually plays into it. So I do think we got this. Like, it's barely a teaser. We got our first look at Persona 4 Revival last year. It was like it was the main character walking down a street, and it was like 3 second clip. Like that's a GIF. That's a GIF of
Yeah.
an announcement. I like the title Revival. There's a lot involving TV in regards to Persona 4 and
Mhm.
reviving a series. Um, we're obviously, I do think it's going to be very obvious. We're going to get more information on that, so I'm not going to stop there. We are going to get the full reveal. We're going to get the full trailer. We're going to see all the things. I do think when we get the full information, they're going to tell us it is releasing in 2027. I do think
Oh,
it is not going to
2027.
come out this year, but we are going to get the announcement of it coming out next year. And you know what? If you want, if you want Ernest, I have a month. I think it'll release.
Or do you want to do that to yourself, dude? I feel like saying it releases in 20 because I think once we get more information, I think they might drop it this year,
Okay.
honestly.
So you're giving me the
Like I
out. So
would
I'm gonna leave it. I'm
I'm
just leaving
good
the
betting
announcement.
against you just that it's gonna
Right.
be this year and not
Okay. Okay.
2027. So
So
yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
head.
good.
So
But
this is.
what month? I'm
I
just
was gonna
curious
say no.
now.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say. I'm just not gonna write it down as part of the bet. So my
Okay.
square is specifically Persona 4 Revival. When we get more information this year, which I'm saying we will, so that's part of that. It will be announced to be releasing in early 2027. Okay, sorry, 2027, and then yeah. So I think it's gonna release in February, specifically February March
Dude,
area.
I was thinking it. Yeah, yeah. No,
Because and I
yeah.
looked
When
it
you
up
said a
today.
month, I thought
Persona
February.
3 Reload released late February, 2 years
Hmm.
ago. And yeah, I think it's just about that time. I do think this is not one of my squares. This is just going into like why I landed on this. I do think we're going to end up with a remake of an older Persona before this, because I do think it's going to be less of a remake to make either one Persona 1 or 2, or they can go the route of just porting them, because those are not available anywhere for you to play
Right.
on modern consoles.
So just being able to play them,
Yeah.
period,
Yep.
would be great. Yeah.
Which I mean, I would lose my shit because that's how I played 3 and 4 when they ported those over, and then they're like, "Oh,
Right.
now we're fully remaking these." I'm like, "Well, another 60 hours coming up." So yeah, then I'm all about it. Granted, I do hear 1 and 2 are pretty different. 3 is where we get the Persona that we know, like with the style, the music, and all that good stuff. But I mean, they had to be good enough to get to that point, so you know what it is. But Persona 4 Revival will release 2027. We're getting that announcement this year. Is my square. And I picked that.
Okay. That's a good one.
I now
Okay.
realize how
All
tough
right.
this is to read that backwards, but I'm showing you I put it down. So there you go.
All right, man. So mine is this backwards for you? Oh yeah, I guess it
Yeah.
is.
Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. No, yeah, it's not.
How about now? What's that
So does
say?
it show backwards for you? Now we just look really dumb. It does not look backwards to me.
Oh, not right there. Okay, this is
Yeah.
backwards for me.
I got you, got you.
Um,
So I
all
have on
right.
here we're gonna make ourselves look like idiots before I'm just gonna
Yeah. Dude, cross it off, bro. Um, you put a bean on it. That's
Oh
how we
my
do it
god,
in
I
the
just saw your
Mexican.
square. Okay.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
You see it?
Lego
Read it for
Batman
me.
nominated for Game of the Year. So
Yes,
I'm gonna ask you.
and
No, 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 no. Real quick. Are we talking about Game Awards?
well, and I have it here
Okay.
at the Game Awards or Golden Joystick
I don't
specifically,
know why I
one
thought you were
of
gonna say
those
Golden
two.
Globes. Um,
But I was gonna ask you about it
you
because
can put
I can
both.
just do Game Awards. I
No,
think
you.
it's gonna be there.
But I'm gonna ask you to like write something there to so you know both of them are what we're looking for. Because if it's nominated for Game of the Year anywhere else, that's not what we're looking at.
Right, right. No, yeah, we're looking at
Game Awards,
Golden
Golden Joysticks.
Joysticks and Game Awards, which, like in my head, those are the big ones aside from
That's
our
fair.
awards.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but ours is the best one
But I
for
want to
me.
hear your thought on
Yeah.
this. How'd you come across this? What made you think of
I just think so. If there was like a full on like Arkham game
it?
that was coming out, I think that we would already be talking about the potential of it being up there. You know, just because we know like how they work.
And how
This is
far they
very much
fell
set
before.
up
That's
like one of those,
yeah,
and the depth with which they're going into this franchise, and it seems like they're really pulling everything. The gameplay looks awesome, not only because it mimics those Arkham games, but because like the driving looks good,
yeah.
all different stuff like that.
And Matt
And then
Berry, come
like,
on now.
yeah, dude, yeah. Come on,
He's the most
Matt
devious
Berry,
bastard in New York City.
the New York
York
City.
City.
And yeah, man, I really just think that like the humor is going to kick up that story just so much, because we've seen a lot of these Batman stories. We've seen them done, not that they haven't been done well, and not that there's not more stories to tell, but there's so much out there. And it seems like they're pulling from every bit of Batman that they can, from the
Yeah.
comics, the movies, the animated
I'm hoping
series,
for an
all different
absolute
stuff
Lego
like
Batman
that.
in there. I really hope so.
And oh, dude, that would be amazing. Even if it's just like the skin and he's just like big and
That'd be
bulky
so
and
cool.
shit, like
That'd
that'd
be
be
so cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, like you don't see Lego up there a lot. So
Ever.
I right, yeah,
Ever.
never. I think we could say it's never
They get
happened.
nominated for things, but not Game of the Year.
Right, right. And but I really feel like we might be seeing their best work here. It
Okay.
really feels like they put their best foot forward with this stuff. And Lego games are good. They're
Yeah.
good. They're
For sure.
fun,
For
stuff
sure.
like that. But with it being Batman, people love Batman, bro. You know.
And it's gonna wash
And I
out the
think
taste of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
there you go. There you go.
It's like
DC
people are
needs a
itching
win.
for it. People are itching for it.
DC
You're not
needs a
wrong.
win. We're not getting Wonder Woman, Kill the Justice League, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, Lego Batman. Let's go.
Hey man.
Especially now, I'm really rooting it for it now
Right.
because
Right.
it's
Right.
on my bingo card.
For sure.
And
For sure. But I
Yeah,
love it. I
man.
love it. I love the gumption. I love the moxie you're bringing to the table with that. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm rooting for it because honestly, it's the closest I've been to buying a Lego game day one, which I've never done once, not a single time. So we'll see. We're gonna see. My next one here, heavily rumored thing to be coming out this year. The fact that if it even exists is kind of wild. So we're gonna see how crazy this is. But we know CD Projekt Red. You know, we're big fans of CD Projekt Red. We know the new Cyberpunk's going to be so far off because we're getting a new Witcher before that, and now
Right.
on top of Witcher 4, we're getting a remake of Witcher 1. No time frames for anything, of course. But the other thing that's been rumored is that Witcher 3 will have a DLC, a new DLC for Witcher 3 to help it tie into Witcher 4. And
Mhm.
my square is simply that the Witcher 3 DLC will be announced and will release this year.
And will release. I think it would be if they are going to release it this year. I would say it would be best for them to release it before Witcher 4. Yeah,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
So I would say that's the way to do it if it is going to happen.
Yeah,
And honestly, it's crazy because it's such an old game to
it
come out
is.
with some
But
DLC now,
literally,
you know?
Mario Kart 8, a game that came out on the Wii U, got ported over to the Switch. Got new DLC as early as 2024. People do these things, and also like maybe CD Projekt Red wants to give you something, man. Like we're not going to get a new Cyberpunk. We got that awesome DLC last bit there. Of course, they're still doing their updates, but it's nothing on the terms of like you're in a new city or you're like starting a whole new Cyberpunk experience or anything like that. It's still quite literally the same game, which is great. And then yeah, we already know we're getting a good bit of Witcher down that pipeline. And if you're wanting more Witcher than that, there's even a new book coming out this year. But yeah, this is I do think the Witcher 3 DLC will exist. I do not have written down that it will for sure be something that ties into the Witcher 4, but I assume that is probably going to be true if it does exist because that would make sense. But yeah, Witcher 3 DLC releasing 2026. I do have it here again, showing it on my square.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All
Give me your
right, dude.
last one. Give
We're
me your
completing
last
it
one. We're
here.
completing it, man.
So for my last one, I think that we get a release date for
Holy
Beyond
shit. Okay.
Good and
Good on you for
Evil
only saying we're getting the
2.
release date this year. We saw
Yeah,
that's
nah,
something.
let's not be crazy. But
That's
they
fair.
do need they
They do need
if
something.
anybody needs a win around here, man, like it's them. It's them. But Beyond Good and Evil 2 was announced in 2008, bro.
Yeah.
In 2008. That's too many years ago for me to count. No, I'm just kidding. but it's so long ago. It's so long ago, Chris. It's so
Yep.
long ago.
I know.
They need to at least announce a release date
For
here
sure.
because for this game to survive this last round of cancellations, and let me
I
tell
was gonna
y'all
say it.
something.
Yeah.
The easiest thing in the world for this bingo card of mine would have just been to say that Ubisoft is going to do this, Ubisoft is going to do that bad thing, Ubisoft is going to suck at this.
You're giving them
That
the
would have
chance
been
to do
so easy.
good. Yeah.
I am, and so I'm putting my faith in you, Ubisoft. Don't you let me down here, bro. I think that we at the very least get that little dub a release date for Beyond Good and Evil 2. People have been so looking forward to this. It looked amazing when it was first announced. If you go back and look at that, it that will hold up today, 100%.
Mhm.
Release something there. Release something there. So I have a reason to go back and play Beyond Good and Evil.
So I'm going to
I
ask you
want to
for a
see
little
what's
bit of
up
the
with that big boy.
specification, and I want you to
What's up?
know I'm fine with being as lenient as you want it to be. Are you saying
Okay.
they will announce a full release date or just anything in regards to release? Like they might do a 2027,
I
20.
would love, I want to say month and year,
Okay. You know what?
or at least like
No, hold on.
season,
Hold on. Don't even
like
worry about it. No, it's
spring
such a moonshot. It's
2027.
such a long thing. I don't care.
It
If they
already
give you
is.
anything. So, but I will say
Yeah.
if they release a new trailer but it has nothing to do with the release. First of all, we'll be covering a whole episode about that. But they have to show they have to say something about it. But yeah, it does not matter how specific they are because that's not fair.
Right.
Because it's insane for them to
Okay.
even do
Thank
it
you.
for sure.
Thank you for that. I
As I was
appreciate it. But
talking it
here's
out,
it for you.
I was like, wait a minute. But not for Ubisoft. They got to earn it, you know?
Hmm.
All right. My last one. The final square. The final straw. 2 years ago, we finished a series. I say finished a series because it's really the start of an actual like branching narrative that we didn't know was going to be a branching narrative until season 2 came
Hmm.
out. And I'm talking about Arcane. She's a lot. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what I have on my square. I do say this year. Is that right there? Sorry, backwards for me. We will get the announcement, a first look at the future of this franchise. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be Arcane season 3.
So maybe like a roadmap or something like this.
So I'm thinking like we actually see key art from it. It's going to be something that they specifically say. In my mind, I'm thinking trailer. I'm going a little broad with that in terms of like what they show us. I don't think they do roadmaps for shows very often. Other like the closest thing to that would be when they show you like your key art, stuff like that.
Yeah. They're
Um,
not Monster Hunter. Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say a lot of live service games or ongoing games have those, but yeah, I think we're gonna get our first look. They did, I think it's Nibelheim. Nope, I'm thinking of freaking God of War. Um,
Yeah.
I forgot what it's the continent that Mel's from that they've already announced is gonna be the next focus. With like the crow guy or whatever his name is.
Noxus.
You're right, it's Noxus, absolutely. And I do imagine that's probably we're gonna be what we get here. But yeah, I do think we're going to get our first look at the actual next bit of the franchise because the things they've been sharing, jealously so. I'm like, this all looks great, but it's tied into the game. And this is the one
Yeah.
time I'm not rooting for the game. I want
I don't
my
want to play League.
adaptation, you
Yeah.
know?
No.
Uh, there's also 2XKO and just release more characters, folks.
I'm not
Um,
enough of a masochist to play League.
for sure. For sure. If they were to release it on console and like it just was to look like it came out today, maybe we could try it out. But I don't know. I also think that's a tall order. I'm not betting on that. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, I do think we're getting our first look at that franchise. I do because I was gonna originally narrow it down to like are they gonna do it here? Are they gonna do it there? But then I remembered it's a Netflix thing. So I don't
Mhm.
think it's necessary. Granted, Netflix. I mean, they show there's like Devil May Cry is a Netflix
Dum.
thing, and we got our first look at that second season of Devil May Cry at the Game Awards. But at the
Mhm.
same time, with that, we get plenty of things that Netflix has their own events and stuff like that. So we'll
Right.
see. Um, Regardless, obviously, we're stoked for it. We know we're getting more. We just don't know exactly like what that will be. It is going to be a bit jarring to be like, the best way I can describe it is, and I've talked about this a lot, like it was jarring as a Life is Strange fan when you go from the Max and Chloe story to the Sean and Daniel. You get new protagonists, you get a new whatnot here, and go play that. It's unfortunately way too poignant right now, but it's so hard to adjust to like saying goodbye to your two characters. Literally, I mean, we had Jinx and Vi, obviously more, but just Echo and stuff like that. But now we're getting a whole new, essentially, world. It's gonna be a whole new
Right.
continent to us and stuff like that. So I do think we get our first look at that in 2026 when it comes out. I don't know. Animation's hard. Animation's hard. I get that, and they do
Yeah.
really well at animation. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
they can take their time.
Oh,
They're
for sure,
good.
for sure.
Yeah.
But Ernest, before we get out of here, I would like us to go through a recap, quick recap. Just read what you got on your squares.
All right. All right. So, do you want me to hold it up?
You don't have to. I'll hold it up after you
Okay.
read it, and just to get another look
All
at it.
right. So we got the new Pokemon, the red side, or like one of the sides, will be called
Crimson. We're
Crimson.
getting Pokemon Crimson
Crimson.
announced.
Yeah. I feel like that's very specific still.
That's fair. It is.
GTA 6 gets a 10 on IGN.
Okay.
All the way at the top.
Did you say it
Thank
gets a
you,
10 or at
Will.
least a 10?
It gets a 10.
Okay,
Well, I
just making
mean,
sure.
because that's how most you could get.
Right, for sure. Oh, for sure. You're right.
So,
You're not wrong. Go on.
yeah.
Go on. I'm sorry.
Um, Judas releases this year.
Crazy.
That feels crazy saying
It
it.
is crazy.
I shouldn't have done that. Um, 007 First Light gets at least an 85 on Metacritic.
Mm.
Free Space. Lego Batman nominated for Game of the Year at the Game Awards or the Golden Joysticks. One of those. One of those. At least. Who knows? Maybe it wins. Uh,
I don't know.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 gets a release date this year. Man, what am I doing to myself? Forza 6 wins Best Sound at the Game Awards. That's what I'm doing out here,
There
is
we
I'm at
go.
least getting that
There
one.
you
That's my
go.
sure shot. And Rahul Kali wins Best Performance for Soros at the Game Awards. It's all right here, baby.
Cool
I
stuff.
wrote it myself. Everybody, please pay attention to how my handwriting is much more nice and legible
100%.
than what Chris has.
I thought you were gonna say compared to the crap that's about to be on your screen. Um, no, you're for sure. My handwriting is that of a toddler.
It's
But
a
my brain is that of a genius. No, I'm just but anyway,
no,
so
baby.
mine, mine are Half-Life 3 will be announced. Resident Evil 9 will score at least a 9 at IGN. There will be a Witcher 3 DLC coming out this year. Persona 4 Revival will have more information released this year, but part of that will be that it is going to release in 2027. Free space. Jeff Keighley will make a joke about High Guard at either Summer Game Fest or the Game Awards, either one of his big showcases. Um, not a joke about High Guard, his situation with High Guard and his relation
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it and
yeah.
how everyone's relating him to it. Um, Next up here, there will be a Dirge of Cerberus remake announced this year. We will also get the release of a new game from the God of War franchise in 2026. And also in 2026, we will get our first look at the future of the Arcane series, whether that be like still images or trailers. But we're going to see art, and because that's all Fortiche can do. And here is my scribbles. Honestly, the worst thing written
They
on here
look
is the
good.
word bingo. But anyway, yeah. Ernest wrote that.
Hey, yeah,
Um,
he made me. I didn't have a
I
ruler
didn't
for
make
these
you do
either.
anything. I asked
I
you to
did my
do it.
best
You did great. You
with
did awesome. It's so well made. You did great, buddy.
okay.
You did great today.
Yeah.
And you bought a
He turned on
Sharpie.
the pizza cooker and put my head under it, and he was like, "If you want to get out of here, you better draw these
No, they
bingo
can't. No, we
cards."
don't have an oven, Ernest. We'll never hear the end of this. Have you seen that video of the guy who like people in his chat keep asking him what's in his fridge, and he's like, "That's the secret.
Oh yeah,
I
and
don't
it's like
have
a
a
fake
fridge," and
fridge.
it's just
Dude, that's amazing. And then I saw in the comments somebody was like, "Now you should replace that with a real fridge and then
incredible.
open it in front of everybody." And
That'd
I
be
was
wild.
like, "Oh, that would
Wild
be
shit.
great."
But yeah,
Yeah.
this was fun. This is like honestly, because like sometimes it gets scary to call your shots, and especially you had me a little concerned because at the top of this you were just like, I want you to know I don't think necessarily that, and I'm just like, dude, don't politic it, don't talk like a politician, we're calling shots here, bro. And you did.
Yeah.
You didn't hold back.
Yeah.
You did not hold back. I am proud of your list. I am proud to see
Thank
these.
you. I'm
Neither
proud
one
of
of
you,
us may
man.
end up with any pizza. In that
Yeah.
event, we
Yeah,
just
for
both end
real.
up with some hot and ready's because
Yeah,
that's
yeah, we will get Little Caesars
we
in that
will
case.
kill Little
Yeah. At that
Caesars.
point, we deserve it. No, I'm just kidding.
Sponsor us,
Little
Little
Caesars is
Caesars.
good. I love some
Yeah,
hot and ready's.
we love some hot
Yeah,
and ready.
shoot.
We love some hot and ready. But
Yeah.
yeah, man,
It's
this was
just
fun.
cheap. That's all.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
Which is
keep a lookout on
appreciated.
these. We're gonna keep a lookout on these for the rest of this year. We're gonna see how this
Yeah.
goes and see how this will influence doing this for years going forward. And now apparently Justin would want to do this, so we may have that part of a thing too. Um, but yeah, keep us honest. If y'all what y'all think of any of these, if you if you think there's a shot for any of this, let us know.
Yeah.
Um, it's gonna be really funny if like one of the things we're wanting to announce gets like we get the release date for Beyond Good and Evil 2 on New Year's Day, which is the beginning of
Oh man.
2027. That would
Oh
be crazy.
jeez.
But we're
I'd
gonna
be
see.
so mad.
I
I
know you
flipped
would
the
be, and I'd
table.
be so happy.
Yeah.
Uh,
What table? You never know.
we never know.
Keep you on your
And we're gonna
toes.
see how this plays
Yeah.
out, and we will of course keep you updated. And we'll of course, if as the year is going on, as things happen, we'll bring up updates on where our bingo card is at because we have these physically, we have them with us. But like I said, we're gonna be back next week talking all things High Guard without Jeff Keighley. Hey Jeff, if you see this, you want to join us? Let us know, man.
Unless you want, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro.
Go for it,
Hey,
Jeff.
hey. We're Jeff fans. Um, and then the week after that, we'll be reviewing the entirety of Fallout Season 2. That will give you essentially a week to catch up on that before we spoil it for you But I'm excited. I'm excited for both of these. I think we got a lot of good content coming our way. We're going into full swing with the new year. But Ernest, for keeping up with anything we got going on, our bingo card, anything else, where can the people find us?
So if you'd like to stay up to date with the bingo card, you can find us out here on all these social medias, baby. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. And if you'd like to reach us directly, you can find us at lifeisstorytelling at gmail.com. We appreciate any and all feedback, and we fucking love you.
We love you. We appreciate you. If anybody to throw a little bit of this towards the end, because tomorrow is like a national strike day for the good old ice. If you're gonna be out there, be safe, be responsible, be cool, man, and watch out for your neighbors. That's all we're trying to do. We
Yes.
love you. Fuck ice. But thank you all. Have a great rest of your day and a great night.